All right, folks, today's video was not planned. I've just spent the last 2 hours going down a rabbit hole because of this single tweet here. This was tweeted a little under a month ago, February 2023, and it is a kind of a behind the scenes look at DrDisrespect's setup. And when you take a look at it, it's pretty impressive. Here's a zoomed in look. You can see his the wig there. I don't know if that's like an older wig or if it's the current wig that he puts on every single time. What I'm really curious about, what products is he actually using? Because if you go around the internet and kind of look at these different lists, first thing you'll see is like for his main monitor, you see that he is using the Samsung Odyssey G7. Now, the problem is when I look at this picture here, that is not the Samsung G7. This is the Samsung G7 right here. And the reason a lot of people are saying this is because a tweet in 2021 had him going live saying he's going to be testing out his new G7 20, like it's that monitor. So clearly, based on this recent picture here, he's using an Asus monitor. As you can see, it has that logo on the side. It's got that line going down the corner. Check out the back. It lines up. So we got that nailed down, but then I'm looking at the other monitor here. I'm like, okay, that's also not the Samsung. So what's this monitor here? And that logo is this one right here. It's the Zoe, however you say it, line from BenQ. And the big thing with this one is you can see that it's got this little fin or whatever you want to call it, but something sticks out on the side here. And not all of their monitors do that within that lineup. Well, after digging around, I found it right here. And by the way, all of the links, all of the products, at least as many as I'm able to find, I will have linked in the video here as well as down in the description. So if you want to like check those out while we're going around, but everything seems to line up with this one. Now, this one does have like these covers that you can use to remove glare, but clearly he has taken those off. Now, this was another picture I found, definitely an older one, and we'll kind of go back to this in a minute. But at first I was like, this doesn't look like, this looks like just some, streamer's setup. But this is definitely his, because when you take a look at his setup here, you can see all of like the sound controls he has right there line up exactly with those ones there. So that leads me to the third monitor, because this is the one I still can't quite figure out. What is that monitor he's got? And it's not curved. So it's not the Samsung one, because the Samsung is a curved monitor. This one's definitely not curved. It's not curved here. The third monitor is a bit of a mystery, but perhaps it is this one here, which is currently unavailable. And that is when he has that triple monitor setup here, he's definitely using these smaller 24.5-inch gaming monitors, and makes sense. 1080p, high frames. It's very common with esports players. And then we've got these headphones. Now, his headphones are not hard to track down. He's got a clear partnership with Turtle Beach. He's been using those for a while. I mean, you go to their website, you go to their Amazon listing. This guy is promoting these things like crazy. Now, a lot of times you're going to, when you go to like their site and stuff, the ones that they are pushing are like these dark red ones, but the ones that he's been wearing lately are these white ones. And I do think they look awesome. I think they complement the red and black a little bit more than his like just, doing more red and black on top. But these ones right here are the Elite Pro 2 performance gaming headset. So it's a $130 headset there, but that is definitely the same one right here that he's been wearing at least for the last week. He is not actually sending audio through. And by the way, these are wired. You can see the wire going through. His audio is going through this, and he's been using this for quite some time. It's the Shure SM7B. I mean, anybody who's ever looked into buying a microphone has come across this. I mean, this is like the classic premium XLR microphone. So he's definitely using that. And I'm not sure what stand he's using. You can see here he's using the Rode PSA swivel. You can see on this stream here, he's got that same Rode swivel using the Shure SM7B. But I cannot figure out what that is. It's not Elgato. It's not Rode. I've looked at some other brands. I can't figure it out. So if you know in the comments, definitely let me know. But it appears that he is still using, from everything I've seen, the Shure SM7B microphone, which is a great microphone. Now, then I was wondering his desk, and I've looked all over and I cannot figure out what he's using as a desk. I believe it's a standing desk because he did a tweet some time ago where he was kind of showing himself standing up and dancing, and the desk came up with him. I presume this is maybe the same desk. I can't make out what those letters are. That would help me greatly if I could. In terms of his chair, for a long time, he has been using these chairs from Maxnomic. He has recently switched, and that was even confirmed over on Twitter. You can see here, this is literally earlier this month, saying steel case gesture, easily the best chair I've ever sat in, especially long sessions. And you can see here on the steel case store, if you get this gesture chair and don't do any kind of customizations to it, you just get it as is, you can get this thing for just a little under $1,400. So it is expensive. However, for these like ergonomic chairs, it's actually not bad. Again, it's still on the expensive side, don't get me wrong, but you compare it to like Herman Miller and whatnot, suddenly $1,300, $1,400 isn't totally crazy to think. Now, the other thing that I was looking at was the webcam, and I'm pretty sure he's using the Logitech Brio. That's what a lot of these articles will say. And again, that's such a popular webcam. Perhaps they're just throwing it on there. But when I look at it, I can see he's got this pill-shaped one, and then this one almost looks like just the classic Logitech C920. But there is that one, and then when I look here and you like look closely on this, you can see the shape of it again matches the Brio, and how that cord goes right into the middle. Everything appears, even in his new picture, to be the Logitech Brio. I love that as big as he is, he's still not using any DSLR cameras, at least that we can see in these pictures here. It's literally just two webcams. And I cannot figure out what that second webcam is, but that's what I have figured out so far. DrDisrespect's Setup. And if there's another streamer that you would love for me to do a breakdown on, let me know in the comments, and hey, maybe we can make it a series. And whenever I talk about someone's setup, I always get the same question: what setup do you use? Let's see your setup. If you want to actually see that, I recently did a video where I show all of the equipment I use in that glorious gaming setup behind me. And perhaps one day I will do a setup tour of this setup over here where I actually make my videos. But in the meantime, enjoy that one.